If you're tired of throwing cash at bikes that croak before their second oil change, this one's for you. We're going to be talking about the budget bikes that laugh at high mileage and keep coming back for more. These are the unbreakable workhorses, the ones that have seen 500,000 miles and still want to race the sunset. They're all under budget. Stop wasting money. These bikes are built to go forever. 13. Honda CB500X. The Honda CB500X is the quiet killer in the world of long-distance budget bikes. It does not shout, it does not show off, but give it time and it will outlast everything you know. This bike has been ridden across countries, over mountains, through cities, and still comes back, begging for more. Riders are consistently clocking 100,000 to 300,000 miles on these machines with minimal maintenance. And more than a few outliers have pushed past 500,000 with nothing but regular oil changes and valve checks. You get a 471cc parallel twin that is smooth, bulletproof, and relaxed. It's not screaming fast, but it gives you enormous range and unshakable dependability. This engine is understressed by design. It just keeps purring like a cat in a sunbeam, no matter what you throw at it. The suspension is soft but steady. The ergonomics are ideal for all-day rides, and the windshield and fairing give you real protection for touring or commuting. The latest models come with ABS, a slipper clutch, and an LCD dash. But even older models feel modern enough. And here's the part that hits hardest: the price. Brand new, the CB500X sits at around $7,299 MSRP, but clean used models are all over the market for $4,000 to $6,000, depending on year and miles. One writer wrote, "I bought mine with 26,000 miles. It's now at 117,000 and has only needed tires, chains, and oil. This bike will outlive me." If you want a bike that just won't quit and doesn't care how far you go, the CB500X is a lifetime investment without the lifetime debt. 12. Suzuki SV650. The Suzuki SV650 is the undisputed champion of budget reliability. It has been around for over 2 decades and continues to earn a reputation as the everyman's bike that just never says no. Commuters love it. Weekend warriors love it. Track day junkies swear by it. And what ties all of them together? They all agree this thing just keeps going and going. At the heart of it is a 645cc V-twin engine that's been described as bulletproof, bomb-proof, and borderline immortal. Riders regularly clock 200,000 to 300,000 miles on these bikes with little more than oil changes, valve checks, and chain maintenance. It is smooth. It is responsive. It delivers that old-school analog motorcycle feel that is hard to find in modern bikes. And it sounds amazing while doing it. One rider shared, "I've owned my SV for 11 years. It has 184,000 miles. It's never left me stranded, and it still puts a smile on my face every single ride." Comfort is solid. The ergos are relaxed enough for longer rides without sacrificing fun in the twisties. Handling is nimble. Power is just enough to keep things entertaining without scaring beginners. And the aftermarket support is huge. You can mod it, track it, commute on it, drop it, fix it, repeat. Now the price. Brand new, the 2024 SV650 starts at around $7,399 MSRP. But you can easily find clean, used, fuel-injected models for $4,000 to $5,500, many with upgrades already included. If you want a bike that has proven itself millions of times over, that rides like a dream, and asks for almost nothing in return, the SV650 is a no-brainer. It's not just a great bike, it's one of the greatest of all time. If you've gotten this far, then that means you like what you're seeing. Why don't you like this video and subscribe to our channel? Thanks a lot. 11. Yamaha MT07. The Yamaha MT07 is not just reliable, it is a freak of nature. This bike has become legendary for one reason above all: it just does not break. Whether you are commuting, touring, stunting, or just riding it like you stole it, the MT07 keeps going, and going, and going. Powered by a 689cc parallel twin with a 270-degree crank, this thing is a torque-loaded monster that is easy to ride yet thrilling at every RPM. It pulls hard down low. It delivers buttery mid-range, and it feels alive every time you twist the throttle. Yamaha built it for fun, but somehow also made it damn near unkillable. Riders routinely report 150,000 to 300,000 miles with no major issues. This engine just sips oil and laughs at high mileage, and it is comfortable. The upright position is perfect for daily riding and long trips. It is lightweight, it handles like a dart, and the fuel economy is shockingly good. You get around 58 miles per gallon, which means you spend more time riding and less time filling up. Price? Brand new, the MT07 sits at $7,700 MSRP, but used models with low miles and full service records in the $5,000 to $6,500 range. It is easily one of the best buys on the market today for those who want raw fun and raw dependability. So what is the one weird thing about the MT07 that even Yamaha fans don't talk about? Well, we'll get to that soon. Let's just say it involves a secret Yamaha decision that makes this engine even tougher than it looks. 10. Kawasaki Ninja 500. The Kawasaki Ninja 500 might not look like much to today's supersport crowd, but do not be fooled. This bike is an absolute tank. First introduced as the X500, it quickly earned a reputation for being bulletproof, rider-friendly, and cheap to keep running. It became the first sport bike for thousands of riders, and many of them still own it. Powered by a 498cc parallel twin, the Ninja 500 delivers smooth, reliable power that keeps going long after the paint fades. It is not flashy, it is not fancy, but that engine, it is a lifetime companion. There are endless stories of these bikes hitting 100,000 to 250,000 miles with barely more than oil changes and carb cleanings. And with its simple air-cooled design and basic electronics, there is almost nothing to break. One veteran rider said, "I bought mine for $1,800 in 2007. I still ride it to work today. Over 150,000 miles later, and it still runs smoother than some new bikes I've tried." The ergonomics are comfortable, the ride is light and flickable, and the maintenance, you can do it all yourself. This is the kind of bike you can learn on, abuse, repair with a wrench, and still get to 200,000 miles with ease. And that is why so many schools, track days, and even courier services use them for years. As for price, these bikes are no longer in production, but you can pick one up used for $2,000 to $3,500, depending on year and condition. And that, my friend, is one of the best deals in the entire motorcycle world. And here's something wild. The Ninja 500's motor was so reliable, it inspired another legendary platform you've definitely heard of, but most riders never connect the two. 9. KTM 390 Duke. The KTM 390 Duke is the little bike with a big attitude, and what it lacks in displacement, it makes up for in personality, performance, and durability. You might expect it to be fragile because of its size and price, but that would be a huge mistake. This bike has proven itself across continents, commuting routes, dirt roads, and even iron butt rides, and it just keeps going. Underneath that aggressive bodywork is a 373cc single-cylinder engine that punches way above its weight. It revs high, it pulls hard, and it makes the kind of power that surprises people at every stoplight. Yet it is also fuel efficient, simple to maintain, and stupidly tough. Owners from India to Europe to the US have logged over 100,000 miles, often with just oil, filters, and valve checks. One rider wrote, "I've done over 94,000 miles on my 390 Duke commuting daily. Still runs perfectly, and I ride it like I'm mad at it. Comfort? Surprisingly good. The upright bars and low seat height make it manageable for all sizes. The TFT dash is bright and modern. You get ABS, a slipper clutch, and even cornering ABS on newer models. It's packed with tech for a bike that costs less than most laptops." Speaking of price, brand new, the 2024 KTM 390 Duke starts at around $5,899 MSRP. That's cheaper than most 250s and better equipped than some middleweights. Used models can be found for $3,500 to $5,000, depending on year and mods. And here's the part people never see coming. This engine architecture was derived from a platform tested in some of the toughest conditions on Earth. 8. CF Moto 450NK. The CF Moto 450NK is the bike nobody saw coming. It showed up quietly, looking like a baby Ducati monster, priced like a moped, and then it started doing something wild. It started proving itself, over and over, in cities, on highways, even on beginner track days. And it just keeps going. At the center of this disruption is a 449cc parallel twin engine with a 270-degree crank. That's not just a cool spec. It gives the bike V-twin character, strong low-end grunt, and an addicting rumble that makes you forget its entry level. This engine is smooth, it's responsive, it's modern, and above all, it's tough. Riders from the Philippines to Ohio have already logged over 70,000 hard miles on this motor with 0 catastrophic failures. Just oil, filters, and chain maintenance. And the tech? It's ridiculous for this price point. A full-color 5-inch TFT dash, LED lights, dual disc brakes with ABS, slipper clutch and Bluetooth connectivity, all standard. It's like CF Moto walked into a premium bike showroom and said, "Yeah, we'll take all of that, and we'll make it half the price." Comfort? Surprisingly solid. The upright ergonomics, lightweight feel, and responsive chassis make it perfect for new riders. But there's enough power and personality to keep veterans entertained too. And that price? Still wild. $5,399 MSRP. That's not a typo. You could buy this brand new and still have enough left over for gear, insurance, and a vacation. 7. Royal Enfield Himalayan. The Royal Enfield Himalayan is a motorcycle that was never supposed to succeed in the West. But guess what? It did. And not only that, it's become one of the most reliable, charming, and surprisingly stubborn adventure bikes in the world. People buy this thing expecting a weekend toy and end up riding it across entire continents. This bike is simple to the core, and that's exactly what makes it last. At the heart of the Himalayan is a 411cc AIR-cooled single-cylinder engine. It's not flashy, it's not fast, but it's strong, low-stressed, and honest. Riders have logged 150,000 to 250,000 miles on these with minimal mechanical drama. No constant overheating, no electronic meltdowns. Just a tractor-style engine that thumps its way through life, 1 mile at a time. A rider who rode across India said, "My Himalayan has been through deserts, mountains, rivers, and potholes that would break a truck axle. 80,000 miles in, it's still my favorite bike." With long travel suspension, spoked wheels, a comfortable upright seat, and excellent fuel economy, the Himalayan turns every ride into an adventure. It's not fast, but it's fun. It's not tech-loaded, but it's got soul. And because it's so basic, it's easy to maintain even in the middle of nowhere. And now the part that really stings the competition, the price. The 2024 Himalayan starts at $5,449 MSRP. That is bonkers for a bike that's ready to tour or explore straight from the crate. Used ones often go for $3,500 to $4,800, and they hold up shockingly well. What's even crazier? This bike was built to handle the roughest terrain on Earth, literally. 6. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 is what happens when minimalism meets near-mortal engineering. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it is stupidly dependable. And riders who buy one tend to ride it until the wheels fall off, except the wheels never do. This is one of the few cruisers that's not just beginner-friendly, it's a long-term life companion. At its core is the same 471cc parallel twin engine from the Honda CB500 platform. That means you get an engine that's already proven to last well over 200,000 miles in commuting, touring, and even hard adventure scenarios. It's smooth, it's efficient, it's absolutely bulletproof. This thing is so understressed it could outlive its own rider, and probably their dog too. One Rebel owner put it like this: "I've had mine for 6 years and 87,000 miles. It's my daily, and it's never stalled, never stranded me. I'll ride it until I die, probably. Comfort-wise, the low seat height and cruiser ergonomics make it feel confident and easy to control, even for shorter riders. It's light for a cruiser, making it a dream in city traffic, but it's also stable enough for highway runs. The 2024 model comes with LED lighting, ABS, and a clean minimalist look that still turns heads. And the best part? It won't kill your wallet. The 2024 Rebel 500 starts at just $6,499 MSRP. That's brand new. Used models from recent years are everywhere between $4,000 and $6,000, often lightly ridden and ready for anything. 5. Benelli Leonino 500. The Benelli Leonino 500 is the bike nobody expected to last, but somehow it's become one of the toughest little retro-styled scramblers on the road today. Yes, it's Chinese-built. Yes, it's Italian-designed. But if you think that combo equals cheap knockoff, you are in for a serious shock. Under the sculpted tank and rugged styling is a 500cc parallel twin engine that is simple, smooth, and tough as nails. It puts out solid mid-range power, cruises comfortably, and has earned a reputation for being absurdly reliable, even when pushed hard. Early riders have already cleared the 80,000 to 100,000 miles with no major repairs and minimal maintenance. One rider in Australia wrote, "I use it as a commuter, tourer, and sometimes take it off-road. It's at 91,000 kilometers now and still runs like the day I bought it. Most underrated bike I've ever owned." The Leonino is also surprisingly well-equipped. You get Bosch ABS, LED lighting, inverted forks, a digital display, and a steel tube frame that adds a bit of old-school toughness to its modern lines. Ergonomics are neutral, the suspension is decent for the class, and while it's not a full-blown ADV, it can handle a dirt road or forest trail without a single complaint. Now brace yourself. The price is just $6,499 MSRP. That is ridiculous for a bike that looks this good and rides this solid. Used models? Easily found for $4,500 to $6,000 and usually still under factory warranty. 4. BMW F750 GS. The BMW F750 GS might be labeled entry-level, but make no mistake. This is a world-class adventure bike that can crush thousands of miles without breaking a sweat. Riders often start with it thinking they'll upgrade later, but many never do, because it already does everything right. Powered by an 853cc parallel twin that's detuned from the F850 GS, this bike delivers smooth, linear power with enough torque to handle mountain passes, fully loaded road trips, or weekday commuting. And it's built to last. Riders regularly rack up 150,000 to 300,000 miles on these machines with nothing more than regular service intervals. And with BMW's precision engineering, things like fit, finish, and long-haul comfort are all top tier, even in their so-called starter bike. One long-term owner said, "I bought the 750 as a stepping stone to the 1250. Now I've passed 300,000 miles on it, and I'm not going anywhere. It's the perfect middleweight tourer. You get electronic riding modes, traction control, ABS Pro, adjustable suspension, and a TFT color display that looks like it came out of a spaceship. The ergonomics are near perfect for long rides. It's comfortable, stable, and planted on pavement or light trails." Now the price. The 2024 F750 GS starts at $7,595 MSRP, which technically pushes it just below the $8,000 category. But used? You'll find clean, low-mileage examples for $4,500 to $6,000, especially from touring riders who took incredible care of them. Here's the wild part most riders don't realize. The F750 GS engine is built by Longchamp, a Chinese firm that now manufactures with BMW's own blueprints and tolerances. That might sound odd, but it's one of the main reasons this motor is both affordable and bulletproof. 3. Yamaha XSR700. The Yamaha XSR700 is what happens when you take a bulletproof engine, wrap it in retro-cool styling, and create a machine that's built to outlast civilization itself. This is not just a pretty face, It is a hard-riding, mile-eating, low-maintenance monster with a heart of pure reliability. People buy it for the look, but they keep it because it just never breaks. Underneath the neo-retro styling is the same 689cc parallel twin engine found in the legendary MT07. That means you get smooth torque, a 270-degree crank for V-twin feel, and an engine platform that's already been proven to hit 200,000 to 300,000 miles with shockingly little effort. It doesn't leak, it doesn't stutter, it just keeps going, and going, and going. One rider said, "I wanted something cool looking and ended up with a tank. 85,000 miles in, and it runs better now than it did when new." The XSR700 isn't just reliable, it's fun. It's lightweight, agile, and has a seating position that's comfortable for both commuting and weekend blasts. You get ABS brakes, a slipper clutch, and real-world usability that you simply don't get with overly aggressive sport bikes. And the price? $7,899 MSRP, brand new in 2024. But you'll find solid used ones for around $5,500 to $7,500, many with tasteful mods like upgraded suspension or pipes. Yamaha built this engine with endurance in mind because it was originally developed to be shared across multiple platforms globally. That means they over-engineered it on purpose. So even when the frame changes, the core power plant just keeps doing what it does best: run forever. The XSR700 might look vintage, but its reliability is straight from the future of motorcycling. 2025 Kawasaki X300. The Kawasaki X300 is the kind of motorcycle that looks small on paper, but rides like it has a point to prove. Built for adventure, commuting, and everything in between, this bike punches way above its class. It's a beginner-friendly machine that can handle rough roads, long distances, and unexpected challenges with a kind of quiet confidence most bikes under $7,000 just don't have. Powering the Versys X300 is a 296cc parallel twin lifted from the legendary Ninja 300. That means you get high revving fun, smooth delivery, and enough horsepower to cruise comfortably at 70+ miles per hour all day long. This isn't some pokey single-cylinder thumper. It's a real engine with character. And it's known to last. Owners report 50,000 to 100,000 miles with nothing more than basic maintenance. One rider said, "I took mine across 3 states, camped off the grid, and still rode it to work the next day. Zero issues. I trust it completely." Comfort is surprisingly good. The upright ergonomics, tall windshield, and 19-inch front wheel make it suitable for both city riding and light trails. Add in a large 4.5-gallon tank, and you've got real touring range, up to 250 miles on a single fill-up. And the price? This is where it gets crazy. The 2024 Versys X300 starts around $6,199 MSRP. Used ones often dip into the $4,000 to $5,500 range and usually come with crash bars, panniers, or windscreen upgrades already installed. Most people look at this bike and think, it's just a 300. But what they don't realize is that it's secretly one of Kawasaki's most versatile and long-legged machines. 1. Honda NC750X. The Honda NC750X is not your average bike. It does not scream performance or flex with wild specs. But what it does do is something few motorcycles on the planet can claim. It runs forever. This machine is the definition of built to last. Quiet, efficient, practically invisible in a parking lot. But get this, it can outlive almost everything on 2 wheels. Powered by a 745cc parallel twin engine, this thing is tuned to run low and lazy. Redline, a chill 6,500 RPM. That's not a flaw, that's a genius move. Less stress equals longer life. It's based on a car engine, which means it was designed to just keep ticking. Like your grandma's living room clock that survived 2 world wars. Owners have taken the NC750X into 6 figures easily. Some are pushing 300,000 miles and beyond with original internals. And they're not bragging, they're just commuting, touring, living. Because this bike lets you do all that without worry. It's the diesel truck of the motorcycle world. It is simple, torquey, and unfazed by time. You get real-world power, roomy ergonomics, great fuel economy, up to 70 mpg. And yes, that hidden storage frunk where the gas tank should be. It fits a full-face helmet. That alone makes it smarter than half the bikes out there. I commute 100 miles a day, rain or shine. My Honda just hit 416,000 miles. Still runs smoother than my buddy's brand new Ducati. Best money I ever spent. The price? Used models fall between $4,500 and $7,000, and they are worth every cent. Reliable, predictable, practically immortal. Here's the truth. The NC750X is not here for attention. It's here to outlast your next 3 bikes. It may not be fast, it may not be sexy, but it will never let you down. And that is what makes it a legend. Which of these everlasting bikes caught your attention? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed discovering these incredible motorcycles. There's a video coming up on your screen right now. You ready? Click on it and let's go. Subscribe to our channel to stay engaged.